This video is on mind states. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what's a mind state? Well, I find it really difficult to explain what I mean when I use the term mind state, but something that's easier to explain is what a mind state affects. The state that you're in affects how you react to things. So, for example, in one mind state, you could react to a situation with frustration, and then in another mind state, you could react to that same situation with a shrug and like, it is what it is. That's a mind state. Right. Well, that's great that you understand. Within the topic of mind states, quite recently, I noticed that mine switches so many times during the day. For example, even when watching a video, mine can switch 3 times. And by mine, I mean whatever state this is in at said time. My question to you, dear friend, is have you noticed yourself changing mind state rapidly or unconsciously also? Because I noticed myself doing it through YouTube videos and also with music. So that leads me on to conspiracy theories of the YouTube world. CIA mind control. Perhaps there's a hint of a pinch of salt of truth in that. Perhaps people unknowingly are looking at statistics, for example, for music, how sexual themed stuff seems to be what sells. Perhaps sex sells because it plays with your mind in a funky sort of way, and perhaps businesses don't realize it does that. They just know that it makes them money, so they're like, Leading on to my next point. Notes game on point. At the moment, personally, as well as I feel like a lot of other people as well, have issues with motivation. So perhaps this sort of technique, if controlled consciously or even semi-consciously, can be used to lock your mind in a state where it's motivated. Because I noticed later on in the day I was feeling a lot more motivated because I had memories of the past day of doing nothing. So I was like, I need to do something. But what if I was to watch a video in the morning that would shift me into a productive, more motivated mindset, so that whole day would be more productive? More on that later. But yeah, that was an interesting thought, because that would literally get rid of all productivity issues, especially if you made that video yourself. You could tune it to shift yourself into a mind state that you desire to be in that day. And if you feel it shifting all, then shift back. Going back to the original point, do you experience this as well? Because if you don't, perhaps you're just not sensitive to it, or perhaps it's just me that feels it. But if it's just me that feels it, why am I the only one who feels it or notices it? Or maybe it's a subconsciously programmed thing. Who knows? Regardless though, if you do experience this as well, then that means it's a worldwide phenomenon, which would probably explain a few things. That's right, if 2 people in the world feel it, worldwide phenomenon. So on the topic of making that video yourself, I think I'm going to indulge in that, because I noticed a few months ago, or somebody else let me know a few months ago, a close friend let me know a few months ago that a lot of the things that I was saying in these videos was to myself. And I know that sounds obvious, but from my perspective, I just thought I was recording something for the sake of recording it. And then I was watching back a few of my videos over this past week, and I was like, wow, that's exactly what I needed to hear in that situation which I was in at the point. So perhaps I can use this to my advantage. Maybe I can give myself what I need to hear to produce a motivational urge within me and get productive. Oh yeah, pew pew. Climb on that ladder. Hell, forget the ladder. Jump over it. Jump over that ladder. Maybe. But that's what I hope to do over the next few years, days. But yeah, that was about it on Mind States. Just a quick little life update at the end here. The first thing on the life update is hair, which I'm pretty sure I haven't touched on in my videos. You've probably just seen it growing and growing, and you're like, when's he gonna get a haircut? He's not anytime soon, to be blunt. The hair thing, I feel like I kind of want to know what happens when it's longer. Most of the things on the human body have evolved that way over thousands of years, right? If you follow the evolutional theory. And I guess creation theory as well, because everything's going to be there for a reason. If you assume that everything on this body is there for a reason, then surely the human body must need hair for some reason. And so by cutting it off, are we not ridding it of that resource? I don't know either. So I thought, let's see what happens if it grows out. Let's test this theory. And I really wanted to have long hair because I haven't in a few years. And I don't know, it's kind of nice, you know? It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice and fun to headbang with. It takes a few more minutes in the shower, but if you're full hippie, you don't do none of that showering stuff anyway. Not quite full hippie yet. It's okay. But yeah, the hair's growing, and I don't think I'm going to cut it anytime soon. Maybe when it gets... Actually, you know what? It is getting really long at the back, because it's nearly at the point where I can get it in a full bun at the back, but then I'd like to have a bun there. So I really don't know. I really don't know at the moment. I might just let it grow. I might just cut it off tomorrow. I might just get it all zeroed out. Who knows? Hit that reset button, you know? Leaving it open. I'm leaving the future open to possibility. First semester of second year equals completed. Oh yeah. It's December. I'm actually filming this on Christmas. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a happy new year. The first semester of second year is complete. On to exams for those. And then the second semester will be complete. But I'm putting it out there. I want to film more videos and upload them. Oh yeah, the other thing that you may have noticed, this little microphone here, which is on a stand, but I don't want to move it because I've got the levels set so that they're sort of decent. So hopefully the audio for this video is like super decent. Oh yeah, pew pew. Realizing that everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. Who knew, right? Yeah, I hit the realization. I don't recall where I was. It just hit me like, oh yeah. Everything is temporary. Every hardship that I've been through in my life, I've always come out of on the other side. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm turning 21 soon, so I've got 20 years of memories to pull back on and be like, oh, it literally all gets okay in the end, or as far as my memories have shown so far. But wow, it just hit me and I was like, well, why am I so stressed all the time if I've hit this realization? Like, there's really no point. There's no point to stress. There's no point to worry. Just be in peace, dude. Just be in a constant state of peace. Or Zen mode. I do like Zen mode. Video on that later. Perhaps. That'd be a cool video to do. One of the mind states that I discovered, I like to refer to as Zen mode. Zen mode. Those are the moments. But yeah, everything is temporary. And I know it sounds a bit rich coming from the 20-year-old kid behind his camera right now. Some people probably are like, well, you got everything. Of course, everything. You don't know what it's like to be me. No, I don't. But still only temporary. Everything is temporary. Haseeb Malik, 2017. Christmas Day. And on that note, I think it's time to close off this video. Pew, 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 pew. Keep meditating. Have an open heart. Quit overthinking. And just freaking do things, damn it. Don't think about who's gonna care. Even if you care, don't care. Just freaking do it. Just freaking do it. I'm doing it. You do it too. And I guess I will see you. Still don't have a watch. Very soon. Bye. Pew.